Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chesswise. Today we are at the next topic, that is the quick wins in chess, where we discuss about games or the miniatures, that is short games by grandmasters. So grandmasters are there around 2500 rated both, and the game ends quickly still. This is a typical case of kingside attack. Black has neglected his king safety, and in fact the last move g6 ensures that white will get some attack. It's a complicated case. I will not go into all the complications, but definitely there are few places where black could have improved. Like this is the position, white starts his attack with the most obvious f5. It's the ideal moment he wants to open these bishops. I have talked about assault ratio, how the pieces attack in almost each and every video. So let's get going with the attack here. Black had still one chance here. He could have played knight h5, attacking the queen, and after queen h3 tried the move e5, driving this bishop away. The point is, after bishop e3, often it's like in the King's Indian defense, knight will be set up on f4, white sacrifices this pawn on the square f4 and then gets hold of the square e5 with the move bishop f6. We must note that how nicely this bishop's diagonal black is trying to close it with the move bishop e5, when he will have decent compensation for the sacrifice of pawn. Thus the move nh5 was necessary. Black just underestimates the attack and goes with ra8. The point is that he had seen something at a later moment. We will see what he had seen. White went queen h3. Idea is very simple. On e6 there is a threat right now, fe6, fe6, queen e6 check. The rook can be lifted. We will see in some variations how the rook is lifted, and also there could be the threat of fg when hg forced and then go queen h6 and transfer the rook. So that is another threat. Black had anticipated the move gf5 here because he thought that after g takes f5 he will go with the move e5. When we see that it is black who has good play, because after bf2, see there will be king h8, and we can see that it's not possible to open this diagonal anymore. The pawn on f5 is blockage for white himself. Here black had to play the move e5, which was perhaps the last chance here. After be3, take the rook to c8 and bh6 can be met by re8. This would have still provided better defense. True, white can go bg5 and keep the option of fg6 open. bg5 would also help to take on f6 place knight d5, and after bd5 ed, this d3 bishop can be opened. But black had a tactical idea in mind, because of which he tried the risky g takes f5. See, these kind of moves either the beginner will make or a good grandmaster would do, because he has calculated something. White saw the strong move queen h6 here. So now what happens? Knight g4 is not possible. There will be qg7. This also black had seen. Black saw the move e5. It must be noted that if black tries to protect f6 with qd8, then white nicely transfers his pieces to the king side. This line is worth noting. That's why let's go in with detail. Rook f3 threatening rook g3 and rook h3 both. So king h8, rook h3 threatening qh7 met, the knight is pinned. So e5. Now comes knight d5. Strong move threatening knight takes f6. bd5 forced. E takes d5. Now if e takes d4, then bishop f5 and bishop h7 is unstoppable. So rook g8. Now bishop takes f5. See how logically the line is being continued. Rook g7, and now here white has the simple plan, bishop e3. The bishop is heading to g5. After the move rook e g8 also, see g2 is attacked. Many suggest the move kh1, which is also good, but white has the very strong bg5. See, this is how the combinational finish is expected in these kind of positions. We see that rook g5 is not possible. See, after rook g5, queen h7, knight h7, rook h7 mates, and almost we see that there is no defense to bf6 followed by bh7. So let's say re8 here, there will be the move bishop f6. The king was trying to escape, but after bf6 there is just bishop h7. When we see that, there will be the threat of discovered check and it's game over. So from this kind of analysis we can come to know how grandmasters think and what they calculate, what is their thought process. So here black went e5 and here again white had seen the move rook f5. This was the point. Now e takes d4 loses to rook g5. There will be mate instantly on g7. Black had seen the move in g4. Black was counting on this defense actually. It's not that he missed rook f5. Now g5 is guarded, knight attacks the queen, means knight is going to be traded for the bishop on d4. There comes queen h3, e takes d4, and here again instant qg4 would allow king h8. So white had again seen this move and d5. See, time and again we are seeing white is clear about the move nd5. See, now knight's retreat to f6 is stopped, and the point is that after bd5 there will be e takes d5 when rook g5 and queen h7 met because of the bishop and queen's attack. Knight f6 is just met by rook f6 when next move there is mate on h7. So this position is losing. Black played qd7. The queen was attacked and now queen is trying to keep attack on the rook. White goes e5. This is game over now. Once this d3 bishop is opened, there is no respite for black. There are multiple threats. First is rook g5 check and qh7 mate. It must be noted that knight takes e5 will be met by not rook e5 when queen takes h3 is possible, but rook g5 check forcing knight g6 and then queen takes queen and white wins. Black played king h8, now rook h5. Black tries the only move f5, and here white although would play rook h7, of course he first goes with e6. This e6 can be played next move as well. The point is that after queen e6 the king's flight square is blocked. Now see, rook h7 check, kg8, rook h8 check, king f7 or g7 to both qh7 mate. The king cannot go to e6. So white won over here. So the game was bit complex in nature. That is what happens when both players of grandmaster level. I hope you will enjoy this lesson and get something new from it as well. Do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for your time.